There. I'm glad you decided to book a session with me with regards to the metabolic balance. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview with a little presentation, so I hope you enjoy this. So, if you don't already know, I'm Wendy. I'm a functional nutritionist and live blood analysis, and I've been doing this for over 10 years. And when I'm working with people, I really work from that foundational perspective, really trying to build up their health to bring them to a point of really transforming from the inside out. And recently, I made an exciting discovery that's really revolutionizing how I'm supporting my clients going forward. So, after watching so many of my people struggle with generic diet plans, including myself, only to face that crushing rebound effect with disappointment and additional weight gain and that dreaded yo-yo cycling that we all know too well. I knew I had to find a better way. And I've been really diving deep into research with regards to personalized nutrition and really offering that to my clients over the last little while. But this is a game changer. And that's when I found Metabolic Balance. It is actually a doctor led, scientifically based, personalized nutrition program that creates a meal plan tailored specifically to your unique metabolic needs. So, after seeing the incredible results of so many people over the last 25 years, going through the research, really doing my homework with regards to metabolic balance, I knew I'd found a game changer. And this is what people are looking for from the perspective of sustainable weight management. But here's what really excites me as a functional nutritionist, because I really work with that foundation, that root cause. Trying to build up from there. And rather than just looking at quick fixes, this root cause resolution was really just what it nailed it for me. And it is addressing so much more than just weight loss, which is essentially what I want to provide for my clients. Metabolic syndrome literally is a silent killer, and it affects 1 in 5 Canadians. And this is devastating. It is in epidemic form. And I mean, look around the room. If you're in a room of more than 5 people, a lot of 2 or 3 people may have a metabolic syndrome. And this isn't just about looking good, it's about saving lives. And this is why I went into holistic nutrition. From my philosophy, which has always been the food first formula, metabolic balance really aligns with that approach. And I can now offer all of my clients going forward this scientifically proven method to reduce metabolic syndrome. As a professional coach, this will really help them to dramatically increase their chances of living a healthy and vibrant life. This isn't another diet. This is a personalized roadmap to metabolic health that actually works. So, thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about metabolic balance and what it's all about. So, what we're going to be covering in this short little video is exactly what metabolic balance is and how it does it really work for you. We're going to look into the coaching process, and that's where I come in because everything else is done by the doctors in Germany, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then we're just going to look very quickly at what's included in the program and the cost going forward. So, what exactly is metabolic balance? So, I'll tell you a little bit of short background with regards to this, and it's really kind of fascinating, to be honest, from my perspective, anyways. Over 25 years ago, Dr. Wolf, fun fact, in Germany, was seeing his patients in his practice who are struggling with metabolic syndrome, just like everybody else is now all over the world. People dealing with high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, and other interconnected health challenges. Dr. Fun Fact had a brilliant insight. What if we could study the unique chemistry of each person's individual lab values alongside the chemistry of the food itself? Revolutionary, I know. He discovered that by understanding this relationship, he could literally use food as medicine. That old proverb of using food as medicine goes back eons, right back to Hippocrates, and prescribing specific nutrients to heal inflammation and reverse metabolic syndrome. The beautiful side effect is patients were actually achieving their optimal body weight through the without struggle and deprivation of traditional dieting. So, fast forward to today, and metabolic balance has become globally recognized as the most effective method for long term weight management. But what I love most is that it's built on solid science. I come from a background of science. I was a nurse for 30 years. I understand that conventional side of things, and my science brain loves it. That's why I kind of went into the live blood aspect of things as well too. The science and actually a deeper understanding that everybody is beautifully unique and deserves a nutrition plan that honors that individuality. So, a little bit deeper into what metabolic balance is. It essentially is an incredibly innovative, all natural nutrition program that brings balance back to your hormones, helps you feel amazing, and creates a lifestyle that really just feels great. The best part, it's overseen by wonderfully dedicated physicians and nutritional sciences who really care about getting it right. It's all about you. It is not a plan that you can do that you can pass off on to your spouse or your friend or whoever, because it is uniquely all about you. And this is what really just makes my heart leap with regards to it, because it is so individual, and it has the amazing ability to create a nutrition plan that's 100% yours, based on your deep dive into unique blood values, your health history, and yes, even the foods that you really actually enjoy eating, not what everybody else enjoys eating or says is really good for you, because it might not be. I mean, how cool is that? Your blood is literally going to tell us exactly what your body needs to thrive. No more cookie cutter diets that ignore who you really are. You can jump on the latest bandwagon of the fad diet that's going around of the day, du jour. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's exactly what you need. So we're talking about nutrition that's unique as your fingerprint, designed around your body's actual needs and preferences. It's not just eating a ton of food that isn't really tastes good or doesn't appeal to you. It's your preferences as well too. So your personalized nutrition plan becomes your personalized roadmap that shows you exactly which delicious natural foods will help your body make those biochemical shifts to reach the weight and health of your dreams. So picture this, you wake up every day knowing exactly what to eat, not just because some diet book told you to, or the latest TikTok picture showed you the way that they work with regards to their body, but because your own body's wisdom revealed through your blood work is going to guide you. So no more second guessing yourself or feeling overwhelmed by the conflicting advice out there. And let me tell you, there is so much conflicting advice. Nutritional science has just blown up over the last, I would even say the last 5 years, if not 10. And there is so much information out there. And this is why coming to a professional like myself is going to be help you weed through all of that information as well too. So you can just have pure confidence in every bite that you take. This isn't just about a number on the scale though. We're talking about balanced hormones that make you feel like yourself, less inflammation so you can actually enjoy life, and an energy that lasts all day long. And that amazing feeling of being truly healthy from the inside out. So I get really excited when I explain this part. Your nutritional program, your personalized nutrition plan acts as your roadmap, like I said, indicating exactly which natural foods, which you should eat in order to orchestrate the biochemical changes needed to reach the desired weight and health goals. It's like having your own very own health navigator that knows exactly where you're going and the best route to get there. Every food recommendation is there for a reason, to help your body. It's not just some fad. It's not just some thing that worked for somebody else. It is designed specifically for you. making those amazing shifts that lead to the results that you've been dreaming of. So here's what really makes me smile every time. Metabolic balance is 100% natural. So, for those that have tried everything under the sun in the past, including myself, I'm speaking for myself as well too. I have made some mistakes and gotten involved in a lot of different things in the past. This program has no pills to remember, no prescribed injections to worry about, no weird shakes to choke down. Um, and definitely no proprietary foods that cost a fortune. And get this, you're not required to keep points or count calories either. So imagine no more obsessing over numbers or feeling guilty about every bite. Just pure, simple nutrition that works for your body instead of against it. Want to know the best part is that your local grocery store and farmers market can easily provide all of the wholesome, nutritious foods listed on your personal nutrition plan. Picture yourself strolling through the produce section with complete confidence, knowing exactly which beautiful, fresh foods are perfect for your body. No special ordering, no expensive supplements, no searching for mysterious ingredients, just real whole foods that you can find anywhere. It's nutrition the way that nature intended. And this is what's so close to my heart because just getting back to that simple accessibility and absolutely delicious food that your body needs and wants and desires to be able to bring about the health that it needs naturally. Your body gets exactly what it needs, and you get to enjoy the process of nourishing yourself with foods that actually make you feel amazing. Okay, so this is where it gets really exciting. I know I keep saying that, but it warms my heart, the whole process of this, because the results that people are getting just blow me away every single time. So what can you actually expect from the metabolic journey? Well, let me paint you a picture of what's possible. First, let's talk about weight loss. So even though we're not definitely not focused in on so much the weight loss or the number on the scale, we're talking about the fact that it's going to happen anyway. It's a kind of a bonus. And then there's the improved energy, but not the kind that disappears the moment you go back to normal life. It's the kind of energy that is sustainable, ongoing. We're talking about sustainable weight loss that feels natural because your body is finally getting exactly what it needs to function at its best. And the energy, oh my goodness. A lot of people that tell me they feel like they've been plugged into a different power source altogether. And in this day and age, when everything is draining us to the point of exhaustion, we really kind of need this just to be able to function naturally. So here's what really is amazing: hormonal balance that makes you feel like yourself again. So it doesn't matter whether you're a woman going through perimenopause or menopause or even in the childbirth area. Hormonal balance is important. And it doesn't even matter if you're a woman, because if you're a man, you have hormones too. And these hormones are going to be wonderfully balanced through this program as well too. And we're going to get into the master, not the master, but the main hormone that we're going to be talking about. But once you start balancing this one main hormone, insulin, I'll tell you right now, it is going to help balance all the other ones as well too. So this is not just a woman's program. This is a human program and an adult program. So this is going to be able to help you, guide yourself through all of the issues that you may be having hormonally, as well as other things, but from that root cause. And typically that is your insulin. So no more feeling like your body is working against you. Instead, everything starts working together beautifully. Your immune function actually improves as well too, which means you're not catching every bug that goes around. And this is perfect as we go into cold and flu season, typically when the seasons change. So and get this, many of the people that I hear experience potential reduction or even elimination for their need for high blood pressure pills, cholesterol, and diabetic medications. Of course, you're always going to work with your doctor when there's medication changes to be had or thought about. But that's a really exciting thing to think about going forward as well, too, because we all know we want to get off as much of those meds as possible. The changes go way beyond the scale. So picture waking up with better sleep, feeling actually rested, moving through your day with an improved mood, and just feel lighter and brighter. So there's more, believe it or not. Those annoying digestive issues and stomach problems, they're just going to melt away because, again, working from that root cause up, giving your body exactly what it needs to heal. Food intolerances, allergies, they may be something of the past for you. And here's something really that touches my heart is that joint health and less inflammation and pain is going to decrease. Uh, and again, root cause, these are the things that are that base and foundation of what is causing those issues going forward. So if we can eliminate those, all the better. I've watched people rediscover activities they thought that they'd lost forever, all because their bodies finally got the anti-inflammatory support that they needed. And that's amazing. Inflammation usually or generally comes with a lot of pain. So reducing pain just brings a better impact in life, a better outlook in life, the ability to just wake up and enjoy life for a change instead of having to worry about that pain. And something else that really makes me smile every time, and I share with my clients, is that you'll actually save a little bit of money as well too. So on your grocery bills, I know, right? That I mean, in this day and age when our grocery bills are just exorbitantly high, a health program doesn't really, you know, want you to break the bank when it comes to going into something like this. This program honestly tends to pay for itself within the first few months because you're spending way less on ordering takeout or mindlessly adding those extra items to your grocery cart. And you know what I'm talking about. Those impulse buys, those treat yourself moments that add up very quickly because they're, first of all, they're empty calories. They might feed the soul a little bit, but when you're in a health journey, you really want to just eliminate those from your shopping cart as much as possible. When your body is actually properly nourished and balanced, those cravings naturally fade away anyway. So going forward, you won't be filling up your basket full of unnecessary foods. And then, really deeply as a functional nutritionist that really works again from that food first perspective and a foundational health, there's an incredible benefit for people dealing with what's called polycystic ovarian syndrome. So this is leaning towards our ladies, our women that are hormonally challenged a little bit. Men and women with type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome as a whole. I've had such beautiful and seen such beautiful transformations in people with these conditions. When you address that root cause through proper nutrition, the body's natural healing mechanisms can finally kick in and do what they're designed to do. The gold standard for lasting metabolic balance has the gold standard for lasting results with metabolic balance. It actually has the highest success rate for lifelong health benefits and weight management. So what we're talking about is not a quick fix. It's not a band-aid approach that actually disappears in 6 months. This is about creating lasting change that becomes your new norm. And this isn't just another program for you to try for a while. It's a complete transformation in how you understand and nourish your body, with results that keep getting better and better over time. And that's the kind of success story that I love being part of. The magic actually starts with your blood. And it's actually the most important part of the puzzle when we're getting into this. You get your blood work done so you can create that personalized nutrition plan and custom those and use those custom foods as your prescription for success. It's like having a secret code that unlocks exactly what your body needs to thrive. But once we have that amazing roadmap, what you really need to do is follow a day-to-day 8 rules. Basically, they're simple rules to follow to help everything make things a little bit easier. That's kind of like the base of metabolic balance. So beyond your blood work, we have these 8 rules, and I'm going to just walk you through them very quickly. Rule number 1 is to actually eat 3 meals a day. I mean, for those people that are doing intermittent fasting and it seems to work for them, then great. We can work together with that kind of philosophy. But essentially, what metabolic balance is asking that you eat those 3 meals a day. Intermittent fasting may slow things down a little bit. So, this is something that you and I could actually talk about individually and see where you feel comfortable going into. The number one rule when we're trying to balance our hormones and regulating insulin, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about insulin in a little bit, that magical little hormone, is knowing that we're having 3 well-balanced meals per day is like giving your body the perfect rhythm it needs, and it has been craving. And here's what I love. You'll be completely comfortable. It's not like you are going to be starving. Your meals are designed to keep you satisfied and full between each meal. So there's no need for snacking. Just lots of lovely water in between meals to keep everything flowing beautifully. And remember that term, flowing beautifully, as we get around to that. Rule number 2 is to ensure that there's a 4 or 5 hour break between the meals. This is such a gift to your insulin and your digestive system. So imagine giving them the wonderful little vacation they need between each meal. Your body gets to truly rest and reset. Number 3 is to make sure that your meals last no longer than 60 minutes. So this is especially important for my grazers out there. You all know the drill, a few bites while you're working and then a few more bites and suddenly your meals last stretched out over an hour. We want to give your insulin the opportunity to rest and your digestive system that break it needs between meals, and it deserves. When your meals are focused and finished within 60 minutes, everything works so much more effectively. Number 4 is a beautifully simple, just to take a mouthful or 2 or 1 or 2 bites of protein before you start each meal. And here's the magic. When you start your meal with protein, those amino acids hit your system first and trigger a hormone called glucagon, or just full of hormones, that actually slows down insulin while also signaling your satiating response, telling you when you're perfectly full. So when we're taking a few bites of protein to begin your meal, this process happens naturally, and we can really start to just slow things down a little bit with regards to your insulin spikes. So we don't want to have a big insulin spike and then come down. We want to just keep it nice and gradual. And so we see how it's all about that gorgeous little hormonal balance. Your body is so smart when we give it the right signals. Rule number 5 is, I love this because it keeps things interesting while giving your body exactly what it needs. The approach ensures maximum absorption of amino acids, your body's building blocks for everything from mood to muscle. And we'll dive a little bit deeper why it's so important and so powerful for your transformation a little bit later. And basically what it's saying is that you're going to have only 1 protein per meal. So 3 different proteins in a day. So that's kind of what rule number 5 is all about. Rule number 6, if possible, don't eat after 9 p.m. So now if you work shift work, don't worry about it because we'll accommodate for that schedule. But the rule basically is giving you your digestive system the time it needs to wind down and let your body focus on repair and restoration while you sleep. Rule number 7 is you'll be given a personalized water prescription as well too. And it's absolutely imperative that you drink it. You can drink more if you'd like, but you cannot drink less. And here's why it's so crucial. Water plays a vital role in all functions or a good portion of the functions throughout your body. And it's also your body's natural ability to eliminate what it doesn't need. So remember when I said everything flows beautifully? Well, 85% of weight loss actually happens through your urine. So this is why you want to keep it in mind that you want to take in as much water as you need or what is prescribed in your plan. And you have to give your body the tools that it needs to do the proper magic. And the proper hydration is absolutely essential. Your water prescription isn't a suggestion. It is your secret weapon for success. So it is imperative and mandatory that you drink as much as your program provides for you. And number 8 And I kind of love this one the best is an apple a day. You'll choose one of your three meals to include your daily apple. And here's why it's so exciting is because an apple is a power-packed multivitamin that nature has created for you. It lowers your uric acid levels. It helps to drain toxins from your colon for elimination. It's amazing how something so simple can be so incredibly effective. Your grandparents were definitely onto something with that old saying. And that's it. Simple and powerful. These 8 rules might seem almost too simple, but that's exactly why they work so beautifully. When you give your body exactly what it needs in the right way at the right time, it responds with the kind of results that feel like magic. Your body knows how to heal. And we're just giving it the perfect conditions to do that. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper into that magic little hormone we were talking about, insulin. Um, this is truly the cornerstone hormone when it comes to supporting your overall health. Cornerstone, foundation, same kind of idea. And we want to be able to bring some balance into that because it is the one that affects so many more going forward. So, what actually happens in your body when insulin levels become chronically elevated? And I'm not talking about those minor spikes that we get through foods, but it's a chronically staying high all the time, all the time, all the time. And or having chronic spikes all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. We want to have a nice balance. Yes, it will peak up a little bit, but then it should come down quite naturally, quite fast. Um, and when we have that chronic high elevation of insulin in our body, um, it really causes that cascading effect that impacts multiple systems. So, first of all, your cardiovascular markers shift, your cholesterol levels rise. So, how many people out there actually have those high cholesterol levels right now and are either looking at or going on to statin medications as a result and don't want to? So, this is our first indicator. Cholesterol doesn't rise cholesterol. Cholesterol is made naturally in the body. What rises cholesterol? Insulin. And what rises insulin? Sugar. So we have to look at a lot of our sugar intake or foods that are causing our insulin to spike. So it goes beyond just sugar, but there's a few different things that can cause insulin spikes. But cholesterol is as one of those cascading results. And then your triglycerides, something that I can see in your live blood, which are the fats circulating in your bloodstream, also become elevated. So this is where we get the HDL and the LDL numbers are skewed, and the LDLs start coming up a little bit higher than we want to on our blood work. Next, your stress response gets elevated because your body can't handle this extra commotion that's going on. And elevated insulin triggers your increase of stress hormones, particularly adrenaline and cortisol. So, cortisol is that big one that everybody's talking about right now. And cortisol is that stress hormone response. And then when we become too stressed from different areas, not only just insulin spikes, so we have different kinds of stress, we have chemical stress or food stress and emotional stress and work stress and all these different kinds of stresses, and your cortisol is just like always chronically high. We're in a constant state of alert and we're in that survival mode, and this is not good for our bodies going forward, because then our sleep gets affected because high insulin as well as high cortisol really suppresses melatonin production and that natural sleep hormone. So how many people out there, including yourself, are not sleeping right now? So many people are just not sleeping, and sleep is what we need for that rest, for that restoration for our body, for that healing to happen in our body. And this is why so many people notice that their sleep improves dramatically once we get our insulin balanced. So then your hormone production gets compromised. Elevated insulin interferes with the DHEA production, which is our body's master hormone builder. So again, if it's a hormone builder, then we don't get the other hormones that are properly working on our body because we just don't have enough of them, or they're just not being produced properly. And this also disrupts human growth hormone, which is the crucial one for repair and regeneration. See, you can see that cascading effect. And this is just one scenario in the whole situation. And then finally, fat burning shuts down. When insulin is high, your body cannot effectively break down stored fat for energy. And this is exactly why our focus together is going to be keeping on your insulin levels as stable and as low as possible throughout the day. When we achieve this balance, everything else starts falling into place naturally. Better sleep, improved energy, easier weight management, and that overall sense of vitality that you're looking for. So let me walk you through how we're going to make this happen for you. This program is designed with 4 distinct phases that build upon each other, taking you from where you are now to sustainable long-term health. We start with phase 1. That makes sense. We start with a very gentle, manageable 2-day cleanse. I want to emphasize that this isn't about deprivation. It's about giving your system a gentle reset. And I'm going to be coaching you through every step of these 2 days so you feel comfortable, supported, and know exactly what to expect. It's not so much one of those running to the bathroom, element, but we'll talk about it anyways. But it's just know that it's very, very gentle. And step 2, from here, we move into what I call the strict conversion phase. For those 14 days, yeah, only 14 days, you'll follow your personalized plan exactly as it's designed, specifically for your body and your goals. Don't worry, while you're in this phase, it does require some commitment. It's still very comfortable and still very doable. Together, these first 16 days create what's called your complete metabolic reset. And this is the only part of our program that's somewhat restrictive. This is where the magic really happens, is in phase 3. Phase 3 is a much more relaxed version of phase 2. And honestly, this is where most of the clients or most of the people fall in love with the process. We bring in weekly treat meals, expand your food choices significantly, and add back cooking oils and condiments. So it becomes so much more realistic. Realistic being, yeah, we live a real life, and we have to accommodate for that because it needs to be. And this is your new way of life. So we have to really accommodate for the fact that and be real about it. It's not something that's unsustainable for the rest of your life, for sure. And you'll stay in phase 3 until you reach your desired goal, and whatever that goal happens to be, whether it happens to be weight, whether it happens to be body composition or health issues or anything like that, whatever your goal is. And I want to be clear about something. This goal doesn't have to be about body composition. We're talking about comprehensive health, vibrant energy, restorative sleep, sharp mental clarity, and possibly that reduction or reversal of some chronic issues that you might be having. So I coach all my clients using what I call the 4 pillars of health: nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management. And you'll have protocols for all 4 areas, and we'll work together through them all. Phase 4, finally, we transition you into a maintenance phase, which is absolutely crucial for your long-term success. You'll have we'll have regularly accountable check-ins with me, because I want to monitor your progress and ensure that you can comfortably sustain your new lifestyle. Not really going to let go of you until I know that you're going to be okay. We'll have clear parameters in place so that you know exactly what to do if you feel yourself starting to slip. No guesswork, just a clear path back to feeling your best. So let's look at what an actual meal plan looks like. I want to show you this sample because I think you're going to love how flexible and realistic this approach is. Here's what so many of my clients tell me that they really appreciate is the fact that it is so flexible. This isn't one of those rigid plans where you're eating exactly the same thing on Wednesday that you did Wednesday of week 2 as you did on week 1. There's no color coordinated, follow this, do that kind of to the letter meal schedule. Instead, you get what you get are 9 completely interchangeable meal options. Think of it like having 9 different meal boxes to choose from every single time you eat. This gives you an incredible variety and flexibility while still supporting your metabolic goals. When we work together one-on-one, I'll walk you through your specific individual meal plan in detail, like really in detail. We'll cover exactly how to interchange these options with one another, so you'll feel confident mixing and matching based on your schedule, your preferences, and what you have available in your house. So it's not just like oh no, I don't have quinoa in the house, so I have to run out and get it. No, you have options. So, you can always make do with what you've got. It's all about making this work seamlessly with your real life. Imagine that. So let me show you a sample meal or a food list that actually and what it looks like, so you can see the variety and how satisfying the options will be. Again, this is going to be different for everybody, but starting with the protein foundation. And you can see this particular client has a wonderful variety of fish and seafood options, along with quality meats and poultry choices. There's also yogurt options, some cheese selections like goat cheese and nuts and seeds, for plant-based proteins. Most plans will include eggs as well. Though every nutrition plan is tailored differently based on your unique body chemistry. You'll also have your own vegetable list, and both vegetables and leafy greens and lettuce are always in the same category. So giving you plenty of variety for creating colorful, nutritional, dense meals. And for your grain options, you'll always have 100% crispy rye crackers and full grain rye sourdough bread options. And I'll show you exactly where to source the best quality whole grain breads to ensure that you're getting the most nutritional benefits. You'll actually have your daily apple in there as well too, and that's non-negotiable because of its specific metabolic benefits. But also some people actually get some additional fruit choices as well too, to keep things interesting and satisfying. I know specifically for myself, I didn't have fruit very in the beginning, but it comes in later on in the program for some people. Most clients also receive an additional starch option, which might be oatmeal or potatoes, depending upon your individual needs and goals. I actually got oatmeal, so I enjoy my oatmeal every morning. Remember, each individual plan is completely different because it's designed specifically for your body and your body chemistry and your health goals. We start with your personalized meal plan as your foundation, and then we'll work together to expand and build from there as you go through the process of the plan. So just a couple of common questions before I make this too long. What exactly is a success rate? So because I want you to feel completely confident in your approach and your decision to join us, I want to just clarify a few things. And first of all, what I mean by successful weight loss program. So true success isn't just reaching your goal weight. It's reaching your full weight goal and maintaining it for 2 years. So this is the gold standard for measuring lasting transformation. Metabolic balance has a remarkable, and get this, 60 to 80% success rate based on this 2-year maintenance criteria. What makes this even more impressive is that it's the only program globally, yeah, I said globally, that's consistently achieving this as a success rate for over 50, success rate higher than 50% in over 35 countries. That's astounding to me. So when you put this into perspective and give it some context, the next highest success weight loss program rated in North America is Weight Watchers. We all know Weight Watchers at just 22%. 22%, 60, 80%. Really, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point. From there, other programs drop off significantly, with some programs showing success rates as low as 0% when it comes to maintaining your goals for that crucial 2-year period. But what this means for you is that you can feel genuinely confident knowing you're choosing the approach with the highest success rate globally. These aren't just my claims. This is the documented data from real people achieving real lasting results around the world. This success rate exists because metabolic balance addresses the root cause, something so close to my heart, your metabolic function, rather than just treating the symptoms. When we balance your insulin and work with your unique body chemistry, the results naturally become sustainable. Amazing. The other really big question that we get is how much weight can I expect to lose? So, I mean, obviously, this is going to be important for a lot of us. I always set a realistic expectation, mind you, but because everybody's a little bit different and everybody's damage to the body is a little bit different. Some people have maybe just a couple of pounds to lose. Other people have serious issues, diseases, and illness is going on, which is going to be a little bit more dramatic, a little bit harder for the body to come back into response. But like I said, everybody's going to be a little bit different. But during this initial 16-day, and I'll reiterate, 16 days, that's a week and 2 days, 2 weeks and 2 days reset period, it is very realistic to expect to lose 5 to 8% of your total body weight. So this might sound a little dramatic, but remember, your body is going through a profound healing during this time. You're reducing inflammation. You're stimulating key enzymes. You're balancing hormones and flushing out toxins. So it's an amazing process that the body goes through, and you just give it exactly what it needs, and it'll do the rest of the work on its own. You are going through a major transformation during this reset period. And after that initial reset, a healthy and sustainable pace of 1 to 2% your total body weight per week is the optimal rate for lasting results. Fast enough to keep you motivated, but gradual enough to ensure that your body can adapt and maintain the changes. So, to summarize your realistic expectations, 5 to 8% of your total body weight in the first 16 days. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of people go through those first 16 days, see the results that they want, and then keep going on that reset, not go into phase 3. So really just want to maintain that 5 to 8% total body weight ongoing. But most of my clients, most of my people that I have going through the program come back into the phase 3 where it's a little bit more relaxed because, again, realistic. That's kind of the word of the day. And following that 1 to 2% per week until you reach your goal weight. This approach ensures that you're not losing weight quickly. We don't want that. We want you to go slow and low, but making sure that it's going to sustain and heal along the way as well too. Losing weight is not going to be, it's too much of a shock. That's stress on the body as well too. You don't want to add more stress to the body because what happens when we have extra cortisol in the body, we reduce the fat burning capabilities as well too. So we're not healing when we lose weight quickly. So we want to be able to maintain, heal, and for long-term success. And remember, those percentages translate differently for everybody. And the most important thing is that we're creating lasting metabolic health, lasting, lifelong metabolic health, not just seeing the numbers on the scale change. That's the most important thing. So let's talk a little bit about exactly how our appointments are going to and how we're going to work together, because I want you to understand the level of support and accountability that you'll receive through this process. Our very first appointment will be our comprehensive initial consult, which we've already booked here today. And during this session, you'll evaluate your health goals and what we're actually looking to accomplish. You'll complete a detailed intake form and medical assessment, and we'll review all 4 pillars of health together. At the end of the session, I'll provide you with a welcome package that includes the requisition form to get your blood work completed. Once your blood work is done, we'll schedule your next meeting, whether that's over Zoom or in the office, whatever works best for you. Typically over Zoom because that's how I work, basically. But we can definitely set an in-office appointment if you're in the area. Your lab results come directly to me through through my practitioner portal, where I can analyze them immediately. And here's where the magic happens. I take all your lab results along with the information that from your medical assessment and intake forms and create a unique metabolic profile. This profile gets sent to the doctors in Germany who developed the metabolic balance, and they create your completely personalized meal plan. When your plan arrives, you'll connect for a thorough walkthrough session. I'll go through your plan with you page by page, step by step, ensuring that you fully understand every aspect, answer all your questions, and probably some you haven't even thought of. And we'll address everything that you need to know to feel confident and comfortable and just completely ready to get started. We'll go through this multiple times, as many times as you need to make sure that you are feeling absolutely ready to begin. From there, we'll select an official start date together. During those crucial first 16 days, you'll remain very closely connected to me through text, whatever we need, so I can monitor you and your progress and support you where you need exactly. Towards the end of the 16-day reset, about a week and a half into the routine, we'll meet again to evaluate your results. And this is when we'll discuss and implement your transition into phase 3, your long-term lifestyle management. So what I call phase or appointment 4 is actually broken down into 12 weeks of weekly accountable check-ins. I hold my clients to these weekly check-ins because I found they're absolutely crucial for your success and progress. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. I want to be completely transparent with you. I don't work with clients on a short-term basis. This isn't a quick fix or a temporary solution. I'm committed to helping you implement, sustain all kinds of lasting change. The minimum I work with people or with my clients is 6 months because real transformation requires working through obstacles together. Over a 6-month period, life happens. There will be challenges. There will be celebrations, travel, stress, unexpected situations. There's exactly why a weekly accountability check-in are so important. We'll navigate everything together, making adjustments as needed to keep you on track. Your 5th appointment happens at the 3-month mark, and we'll meet again over Zoom or in office to evaluate your total results and assess the changes that have occurred across all 4 pillars of health: nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Remember, you'll have custom protocols for all 4 areas, and this is when we really see how everything is working. Appointment 6 is another 12 weeks of weekly accountability check-ins. These sessions allow us to discuss your week, celebrate wins, troubleshoot challenges, and make any necessary adjustments to keep you progressing towards your goals. Now, I'll just give you a little bit of insight. Those check-ins essentially are a screenshot of your scale and just sending it to me. And then, any questions that you might have just through text. So it's not like you have to come into the office every week or we have to, set up an appointment every Friday or whatever. It's just a quick screenshot. And I'll explain that a little bit more about because I'm offering you really cool scale. I'm going to provide you a really cool scale, which offers like an app on your phone, and you're going to take a screenshot of that and send it over to me on a weekly basis. And I'm going to review it. And then, we can discuss things going forward. Anytime you have a win, anytime you have any problems, just, troubleshooting these things as necessary going forward, just through text. Your lifestyle or your lifetime success plan is basically our 7th and final meeting, which occurs at a week 24. You are now, since you've been following the program for a full 6 months, this session is all about how to sustain and maintain your metabolic balance for life. Whether you've accomplished your initial goal or you're still progressing towards it, you'll receive a complete package outlining whether you need everything that you need for maintenance at that point for the maintenance phase. You'll receive exactly what to do if you feel yourself slipping, and I'll make absolutely sure that you completely equipped for lifelong success. You have all the tools at this point. You have the knowledge and the reference materials, and you need to continue your health and wellness journey with complete confidence. I'll be giving you all that, plus an option to continue working with me beyond that, but at a completely discounted price, obviously, because you've already got the basic program and you don't need to buy that again. So let me break it down to what exactly is included in your investment with this program, because I think you'll find the value exceptional. Professional lab work, you'll receive the requisition form for your blood work, which forms the foundation for your personalized plan. Your complete nutrition plan comes directly from Metabolic Balance Doctors in Germany, and this is the same team that has created successful plans for clients in over 35 countries. I will be providing you a bioelectric impedance scale, and this is a specialized scale that offers so much more. And like I said, I'm a little bit more interested in your body composition than what your total number on the scale is. This scale gives us detailed insights into your visceral fat, that's that fat that goes around the organs that is so deadly, actually. Muscle mass, body fat percentage, hydration levels, and total body water. This data becomes invaluable for our weekly check-ins and tracking of your progress, your true progress, not just the numbers on the scale. You will also receive comprehensive one-on-one coaching through your entire 6-month program, and that's at no additional cost. And of course, you'll always have your personalized plans to refer back to whenever you need. This is one of the key reasons I chose to work with Metabolic Balance, is that they don't give you hype about promises of miraculous products. As a functional nutritionist, like I said in the beginning, and someone who has personally battled with weight and metabolic issues throughout a lifetime, I've been burned by products and product promises in the past. I tend to believe a little bit too much, and it's cost me oodles of money. Like I said, I've tried them all. But when it comes down to it, it's all about food. And I preach food first philosophy with all of my clients. And that's how I live as well, too. I actually do a lot of supplements as well, but this is just a personal choice of my own. I don't provide supplements to people that don't want them, or suggestions for supplements who don't want them. But, you know, food, it really affects our unique bodies, and I've embraced this food first philosophy for years now. And when I came across Metabolic Balance approach, where they only provide scientifically based evidence for personalized food consumption for optimal health, I knew I'd found something truly different and had to share it with everybody, and become a professional coach as well too when it comes to this. I don't need to say more about this, other than real transformation actually happens when we work with your body's unique chemistry through the right foods, not through products that promise quick fixes, but deliver temporary results. Anyone who sells products is typically focused on residual income rather than lasting results, and are not really concerned about you as a whole, as an individual, but just looking at the masses. With this program, there is no products, there's no pills, there's no shakes, no supplements, nothing like that. There is only one-time investment that covers your lab work, the German doctors who create your plan, and the comprehensive coaching support for those 6 months. You are truly set for life with a program that works, eliminating that yo-yo effect and the need to try anything else. The total investment of this program is $1,499 plus taxes, and that includes absolutely everything that I've outlined. No hidden fees, no ongoing costs, no product purchases, just complete transformation and lifelong tools for success. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this little video. I hope it's given you a little bit more insight with regards to the program that you're finding, that we're going to be discussing in our appointment. If you have any questions, write them down and we will discuss them in office. And, you know, for the most part, I'm just here to support you. I'm here to help you get through this. We are all struggling. And like I said, 1 in 5 Canadians are struggling. And I really want to be able to provide this opportunity for you to get off of that train of despair and um, just find some hope with regards to your health and your life going forward. So thank you again.